The dark void of space stretched endlessly, dotted with the faint glimmer of distant stars. A lone human ship moved quietly, its sleek silver frame almost invisible against the darkness. Inside, the crew moved with calm precision, their faces tense but focused. "Captain," a young officer spoke, her voice tight. "The alien fleet, it's huge. They're laughing at us." The captain didn't flinch. He leaned over the console, eyes scanning the holographic display. "Let them laugh," he said quietly. "They haven't seen what we can do." The ship shuddered slightly as a distant hum echoed through the hull. The aliens were closing in, their enormous armada stretching across the horizon like a wall of living metal. From their ships, tall, armored beings with glimmering eyes stared at the lone human vessel. They gestured and barked orders in a language that sounded like grinding. "Stone, isn't it strange?" the engineer whispered, adjusting a series of glowing buttons. "They don't even know we're armed. Not fully." The captain's lips curved into a faint smile. "That's the advantage of being underestimated." On the bridge, the crew watched the alien ships move closer. Each vessel was massive, bristling, with weapons, their shapes unlike anything humans had seen before. The aliens laughed, their voices booming through interstellar communicators. One ship alone, pathetic. One growled dot inside the human ship. The crew shared a brief, tense glance. No one spoke for a moment. The silence was heavy, broken only by the soft hum of the ship's engines. Then, the weapons officer said quietly, "All systems are ready. We can fight if needed." The captain's hand hovered over the main control panel. "We might not need to fight. Not yet," he said. "First, let's make them see something they won't forget." The human ship drifted closer to the center of the alien formation. From outside, it looked tiny, fragile, a speck about to vanish in a sea of enormous ships. Yet inside, the crew moved with calm confidence, checking screens, adjusting energy flows, and monitoring every alien movement. "Captain, they're sending a scout ship toward us," the navigator said. The captain nodded. "Let's see how curious they are." A small alien vessel detached from the armada, its silver surface catching distant starlight. It moved carefully, almost cautiously, toward the lone human ship. Inside, 3 alien pilots with thin, elongated bodies and glowing eyes studied the humans, their expressions a mix of amusement and disbelief. "Ready," the captain whispered, his eyes narrowing. "Hold positions, wait for my signal." The human ship's weapons remained hidden, silent under the smooth exterior. To the aliens, it looked harmless, almost defenseless. The scout ship hovered nearby, sending signals in a strange pattern, testing the humans' response. Then unexpectedly, the alien ship zipped closer, its sensors brushing the human hull. "They are smaller than we thought," one alien said, confusion creeping into its tone. Inside the human ship, the crew held their breath. "Now," the captain said suddenly. Lights blinked across the alien scout's hull. Panels opened, and a beam of energy shot out, not to destroy, but to immobilize. The small alien ship froze, sparks flying as its systems overloaded. The humans cheered quietly, careful not to attract attention from the main fleet. The alien leader's voice boomed, sharp and angry. "What? How is this possible?" The captain leaned back, calm but firm. "You underestimated us," he said outside. The alien fleet's laughter faltered. Their massive ships seemed slower, more cautious. The human ship remained small but determined, moving gracefully as if it were dancing through the dangerous sea of enemies. "We should attack now," one officer urged. "We have the advantage." The captain shook his head. "Not yet. Let them make the mistake of thinking they're in control. Let them think victory is easy." Inside the alien fleet, confusion spread. Officers shouted orders, trying to understand why a single ship could disable one of their scouts. The humans were clever, moving unpredictably, hiding their strength, creating doubt in the enemy's minds. The captain walked to the viewport, looking at the alien ships, looming in the distance. "They laugh," he muttered. "They will learn. Laughter can be dangerous." Suddenly, the alien leader signaled a larger vessel, a command ship larger than most of their fleet. It moved closer, bristling with weapons and authority. "They think they can fight? They think one ship matters?" The leader growled. Inside, the human crew tensed. "Captain, the command ship, it's huge." "Their firepower is unmatched," the weapons officer said. The captain smiled faintly. "Then it's time we show them something they won't forget." He pressed a series of hidden controls. A low hum filled the human ship, almost imperceptible, but growing in intensity. Energy flowed through hidden conduits, weapons powering up silently beneath the surface. Outside, the alien fleet watched the lone human ship. They saw no weapons, only a small silhouette floating in the dark. They laughed again, mocking, confident, certain of an easy kill. Inside, the human crew exchanged glances, calm but ready. "They will regret underestimating us," the captain said softly. The scout ship lay in sparks behind them, a warning to the rest of the armada. The humans waited, silent, for the aliens to make the next move. The tension in space was almost unbearable, thick as smoke, crackling with anticipation. Then, the captain leaned forward, voice low and steady. "Get ready, they think this is the end, but for them, it is only the beginning." The alien fleet continued to advance, unaware of the surprise awaiting them. The laughter echoed through the void, growing fainter as the humans' silent weapons hummed, ready to strike at the perfect moment. A single ship, alone, could change the fate of a galaxy, and the aliens were about to learn that lesson. The stars around the human ship seemed to shine brighter, reflecting the calm determination inside. A small crew, overlooked and underestimated, held the power to shift the balance. And in that moment, as the aliens closed in, laughter turned to doubt, and doubt turned to fear. In the cold silence of space, the captain whispered again, almost to himself, "Let's see how they handle this." The human ship drifted silently, small and calm on the enormous alien fleet. Outside, the stars reflected off the metal hulls of the massive alien ships, giving the impression of a glittering wall. Inside, the crew moved quickly, checking screens, adjusting systems, and listening carefully to every signal. "Captain," the navigator said, eyes fixed on the display. "They're reorganizing. It looks like they're preparing a coordinated attack." The captain leaned over the console, his face calm. "Let them. That's exactly what we want. We can't fight their full force yet. Timing is everything." The engineer, a young woman with quick hands, tapped a panel. "Weapons are fully powered. Shields are at maximum. If they fire first, we can survive and hit them back hard." The captain nodded. "Good. Keep everything ready. We may have to act fast." A sudden flash lit up the viewport. One of the smaller alien ships swooped close, scanning the human vessel with glowing sensors. Its pilots, tall and armored, had sharp, pointed eyes, moving quickly as they tried to understand the human's strange behavior. "They're probing us again," the weapons officer said quietly. "Should we?" "Wait," the captain interrupted. "Let them come closer. Don't give them reason to suspect our strength yet." The small alien ship circled slowly, moving closer to the human hull. Its engines hummed, echoing through the empty void. Inside, the alien pilots exchanged nervous glances. "They don't react like normal prey," one said, his voice tense. "Why aren't they panicking?" "They're hiding something," another replied. "We must be cautious. The armada expects an easy kill. This isn't easy." On the human ship, the crew held their positions. The tension was thick, almost suffocating, but no one panicked. Every eye followed the scout ship's movements, Every finger hovered near controls. "Captain." "Sensors detect a strange energy pattern," the engineer whispered. "It's coming from the command ship. It's massive." The captain's gaze hardened. "Then it's time we prepare for the real challenge." He pressed a series of hidden switches, and soft hums echoed from the floor, the walls, the ceiling. Energy was moving through the ship in silent, powerful waves. Outside, the alien fleet was starting to notice changes. Some ships hesitated, unsure of what the humans were planning. Their confidence wavered, though they tried to hide it. The fleet's laughter had faded, replaced by quiet murmurs and sharp orders. The human ship drifted closer to the heart of the alien formation. "We need a plan," the navigator said. "If they attack together, we can't survive long." "We don't have to survive long," the captain said quietly. "We only need to survive the first strike. And then we turn the tables." A sudden alert flashed across the console. "Captain, alien command ship is moving toward us at high speed." The captain's eyes narrowed. "Perfect, just as expected. Get ready. This is the moment we've prepared for." The bridge was tense. The human crew moved silently, every hand steady, every eye alert. The alien command ship, enormous and bristling with weapons, glided closer like a predator closing on its prey. Its pilots stared at the human ship, disbelief and anger mixing on their faces. "They are just one ship," one alien muttered. "How can they face us?" "They hide their strength," another replied. "I can feel it. Something is wrong." Inside, the captain whispered, "Hold positions. Wait for my signal, now." Suddenly, a beam of energy shot from the human ship. Not to destroy, but to confuse and disable. The command ship's sensors flickered, systems shorting out briefly. Sparks flew across its hull as the aliens scrambled to regain control. "What? Impossible!" the lead alien shouted. "They have weapons, hidden weapons." "Keep calm," the captain said to his crew. "This is exactly what we wanted. Draw them in. Let them think they're still safe." The alien fleet hesitated. Confusion rippled through their lines. Smaller ships swerved away from the human ship, unsure of the unexpected defenses. The human vessel moved gracefully, dodging attacks, its small size and speed giving it an advantage. "Captain, shields are holding, but they're adapting," the weapons officer warned. "That's fine," the captain replied. "Let them adapt. We will stay one step ahead, always." A sudden tremor shook the ship. A small alien fighter had fired a concentrated shot, aiming for the engine core. Sparks flew as the shot grazed the hull. The crew reacted instantly, redirecting power, stabilizing the systems. "Quick thinking," the captain said. "Good work." Outside, the alien fleet realized that attacking recklessly could cost them dearly. Their confidence had cracked. The humans were clever, precise, and daring, moving unpredictably, hiding strength until the right moment. "Captain," the navigator said, "the Armada is trying to encircle us. They're preparing a wide attack pattern." The captain's eyes glinted. "Exactly what we wanted. They think they control the fight. Now we control them." He pressed another button, and the hidden weapons hummed louder, preparing to strike. With precise timing, the human ship drifted closer to the center of the alien formation, a small, calm point of light among a massive, tense armada. The alien command ship glared down at the humans, engines humming, weapons locked, ready to fire. Its pilots were furious, confused, desperate to understand the strange tactics. Inside, the crew exchanged silent nods. Every person was ready. Every system was ready. The human ship waited, quiet, patient, as if the void itself held its breath. "Captain, are we ready?" the weapons officer asked. The captain smiled faintly. "We've never been more ready. Let them come. They will learn patience can be deadly." The alien fleet advanced slowly, unsure, watching the tiny human ship. Confidence had faltered, and fear was beginning to creep in. The humans were calm, quiet, waiting for the moment to strike. In that silent tension, the galaxy seemed to pause. Then the captain whispered, almost to himself, "Soon, they will see the true power of one ship." The stars reflected off the human vessel, small but determined. Every crew member felt it, the thrill, the danger, and the certainty that what they were about to do would change everything. The alien fleet, enormous and arrogant, had underestimated the humans, and that mistake could be fatal. The void of space grew darker as the human ship drifted closer to the heart of the alien armada. Every sensor and screen inside the ship blinked with activity, showing hundreds of enemy vessels shifting into formation. The massive alien ships were silent now, watching, calculating, waiting for the human to make a move. "Captain," the navigator said, pointing at the display, "they're tightening the circle. If we don't act soon, we'll be trapped." The captain's gaze stayed calm. "That's exactly what we want. They think they're closing in, but they're moving into our trap." The weapons officer adjusted a dial, checking energy levels. "Shields are stable, but the command ship is massive. If it fires first, we might not survive." The captain leaned forward, eyes narrowing. "Then we make the first strike. Wait for my mark." Patience is our ally. Outside, the alien command ship's lights glowed red, and smaller vessels flanked it like a protective wall. Its pilots, tall and armored, moved with precise coordination, their eyes scanning for weakness. "Target their weapons," one growled. "We must destroy them before they act." "They are too small," another replied nervously. "But there is something different, something hidden." Inside the human ship, the crew felt the tension rise. Every sound was magnified, the soft hum of engines, the click of switches, the subtle vibrations of energy flowing through the hull. "Captain," the engineer said, voice low, "energy levels are perfect. All systems are synced. We can strike." In 3, 2, 1, the captain pressed a button. A soft hum turned into a steady pulse of light beneath the hull. Hidden weapons slid into position, unseen by the aliens. The small human ship seemed ordinary, but inside, it carried enough power to shake the confidence of the armada. "Fire," the captain whispered. Outside, beams of energy shot from the human ship, striking the nearest alien fighters. Sparks flew across metal hulls, systems overloaded, and some ships spun helplessly in space. The alien pilots shouted, stunned. "Impossible! One ship! One tiny ship!" The human crew watched, tense but calm. "They're reacting," the weapons officer said. "Now we move." The ship twisted, drifting between the massive alien vessels. Its small size allowed it to dodge attacks while returning fire. Every move was precise, a dance of survival and strategy. "They are clever," the alien command ship's lead pilot muttered. "We underestimated them, badly," the captain smiled faintly. "They think they control the fight. We let them think. Then we strike again." A sudden tremor shook the ship as a larger alien fighter fired a heavy beam. Sparks flew inside the hull. "Shields holding at 60%, the engineer reported. "We can manage, but they're strong." "Stay steady," the captain said. "This is the moment we show them the difference between strength and skill." The alien command ship's eyes glowed brighter. "Focus on the small ship," the lead alien shouted. "Destroy it now, or all is lost." "They are focused," the captain whispered. "Perfect. They think they have the advantage. Let's use it." Inside, the crew worked like a single organism. Energy redirected to shields, weapons powered up silently, engines maneuvering to precise positions. Every system responded instantly to the captain's orders. The human ship suddenly darted forward, skimming the edge of the alien formation. It fired again, this time targeting the command ship's weak points. Systems overloaded, panels sparked, and alarms blared across the alien vessel. Impossible! The lead alien shouted. How can one ship do this? They are hiding something, another pilot admitted. We must regroup. Or retreat. The human ship twisted again, dodging incoming fire while the hidden weapon struck once more. Sparks and explosions lit the dark void, a dazzling display of firepower and precision. Captain, shields are low. The weapons officer warned. Not for long, the captain replied calmly. Energy redistribution. Now power surged. Through the ship, stabilizing shields and increasing weapon output. The humans moved like shadows, striking, retreating, and striking again. Each attack was calculated, leaving the aliens confused and off balance. Why are they so fast, so precise? One alien pilot hissed. We cannot predict them. They are humans, the lead pilot growled. Small, weak, but dangerous. Beyond belief, the human captain leaned back slightly. They think size matters. They will learn it's the mind that counts. The alien command ship fired a massive shot, aiming directly at the human vessel. The beam roared across space, shaking the tiny ship violently. Sparks flew and alarms blared inside. Brace for impact. The captain shouted. The crew gritted their teeth as the energy struck the hull. But the human ship twisted, engines blazing. Shields absorbing the blow. The alien beam missed its target, grazing the hull instead. They're dodging again. The weapons officer exclaimed. Good, the captain said. Let them waste their power. Every strike brings them closer to exhaustion and closer to us. The alien fleet faltered. Ships that once advanced boldly now hesitated. Confusion spread among pilots and commanders. They had expected an easy victory, but found themselves in chaos, facing a human crew who fought with intelligence, speed, and determination. The human ship's weapons fired once more, striking key points on alien ships, crippling engines, and forcing them to retreat slightly. The balance of power began to shift, small but noticeable. The captain looked at his crew, proud but serious. This is just the beginning. Keep focus. They will not stop, but neither will we. A brief pause settled over the void, broken only by the faint hum of energy from the human ship. The alien fleet watched, wary, calculating. The humans were more than they had expected, small but deadly, clever and relentless. Captain, the navigator said softly, they're regrouping. Stronger than before. This is not over. The captain's eyes glinted. Good, let them come. Every move they make now plays into our plan. We fight smart, not reckless, and they will learn. Even one ship can change the fate of many. The stars around them glimmered as the human ship hovered, ready. In that moment, every crew member felt it. Tension, danger, excitement, and the certainty that the next moves would decide the battle. The alien fleet, massive and confident, had underestimated the humans once again, and that mistake could cost them everything. The human ship drifted in the center of the alien armada, small and calm, yet dangerous beyond belief. Outside, the massive alien vessels bristled with weapons, glowing ominously against the dark stars. Inside, the crew moved with quiet precision. Each person focused on their role. Captain, the navigator said, pointing at the display. They're forming a new attack pattern. They're trying to crush us from all sides. The captain's eyes remained steady. Good, that's exactly what we need. Let them feel confident. That's when we strike. The weapons officer tapped a panel. Shields are holding, but energy consumption is high. If they fire full power together, we might take serious damage. Then we make the first move. The captain replied, Precision beats force, always. Outside, the alien command ship advanced, glowing brighter, engines humming with power. Smaller ships flanked it like loyal guards. Their pilots were tense, glancing at one another, unsure of the humans' strange maneuvers. "They are too clever," one alien muttered. "We underestimated them, badly." "They are small," another replied, "but deadly. Their pattern is unpredictable. Be careful." Inside the human ship, tension was thick. Every screen, every sensor, every sound was magnified. Sparks from previous attacks still glimmered faintly in the void, like warnings. "Captain, energy for the hidden weapons is full," the engineer whispered. "We can fire when you give the order." "Patience," the captain said. "Wait until they make a mistake. Then we show them the difference between power and skill." The alien fleet surged forward, surrounding the human ship. Their beams fired, flashing through space like violent streaks of light. The humans dodged with quick maneuvers, the small ship twisting between massive blasts. Sparks flew as some beams grazed the hull, shaking the ship violently. "Shields down to 50%. The weapons officer shouted. "Keep steady," the captain barked. "Divert power from engines to shields. Steady now." The ship's engines roared softly as energy shifted, stabilizing the shields. The aliens had expected an easy kill, but the humans moved unpredictably, striking when least expected. "Captain, one of their smaller ships is approaching from behind," the navigator warned. "Let it come," the captain replied calmly. "We've been waiting for this." As the alien ship drew close, the human vessel suddenly unleashed a hidden cannon, firing a concentrated blast. The smaller alien ship exploded in a brilliant flash, leaving only drifting debris behind. The crew breathed a quiet sigh of relief, though the battle was far from over. "They didn't expect that," the weapons officer said. "That must be the first of many mistakes they'll make." "Exactly," the captain said. "Now we control the fight." The alien command ship reacted immediately, sending a volley of beams toward the human vessel. The tiny ship twisted and dodged, its engines blazing, while returning fire in precise bursts. Sparks and explosions lit the void, a dazzling display of skill against brute strength. "They are impossible to hit," one alien pilot yelled. "How can one ship be this fast, this precise?" "They are humans," the lead alien growled. "Small, weak, but dangerous beyond reason. We must adapt." Inside, the captain smiled faintly. "Let them try. Every move they make, every shot they fire, brings them closer to us." Suddenly, the human ship veered sharply, diving toward the center of the armada. Energy beams shot from hidden compartments, striking key points on alien vessels. Engines overloaded, shields flickered, and alarms rang across the fleet. "They are attacking," one alien shouted. "Focus all firepower. Stop them." But the humans were faster, moving unpredictably, dodging, striking, retreating. Each attack was precise, strategic, leaving the aliens confused and uncoordinated. "Captain, shields are at 30%. The weapons officer shouted. "Not enough to stop us," the captain replied. "Redirect power, now." The ship's hum grew louder as energy flowed through hidden circuits. Shields stabilized, weapons powered up, and engines responded instantly. The humans moved like shadows, striking, retreating, and striking again. Outside, the alien fleet faltered. Ships that once advanced boldly now hesitated. Confidence had turned to fear and uncertainty. The humans, though small, controlled the tempo, the battlefield, and the enemy's nerves. The alien command ship fired a massive blast directly at the human vessel. The beam roared through space, shaking the ship violently. Sparks flew inside. The hull, alarms blared. "Brace for impact." The captain shouted. The human ship twisted sharply, engines blazing. The beam grazed the hull instead of hitting directly. Shields absorbed most of the damage. The crew exchanged quick, relieved glances. "They are dodging again," the navigator exclaimed. "Good," the captain said. Every wasted shot brings them closer to exhaustion. Keep focus. The human ship's weapons fired once more, striking key points on alien vessels. Sparks flew, engines failed, and some ships were forced to retreat. The balance of power began to shift, small but noticeable. They are too clever, an alien. Pilot hissed. We must withdraw, or we lose everything. They are one ship, another replied, trembling. But they are beyond belief. We underestimated them. Inside, the captain looked at his crew. This is just the beginning. Stay sharp. Every move counts. The next strike could decide the battle. A brief silence settled over the void, broken only by the hum of energy from the human ship. The alien fleet watched, wary, calculating. The humans were more than expected, small but deadly, clever and relentless. Captain, the navigator said softly, they're regrouping. They'll come back stronger. The captain's eyes glinted. Good, let them. Every move they make now is part of our plan. They think they control the fight, but we do. And soon, they'll learn the cost of underestimating one ship. The stars reflected off the human vessel, calm but ready. Every crew member felt it, the tension, the danger, the thrill of knowing the next moves would determine who controlled the battlefield. The alien fleet, massive and confident, had underestimated humanity once again. That mistake could cost them everything. The human ship moved silently, weaving between massive alien vessels. Outside, the armada shifted, trying to anticipate the tiny ship's next move. Inside, the crew worked like a single organism, every eye on the screens, every hand on a control. Captain, the navigator said, pointing at the display, they're regrouping for a second attack. This time, it looks coordinated. They'll try to crush us together. The captain leaned over the console, calm and focused. Let them think they have the advantage. They're moving right into our plan. The weapons officer tapped a panel. Shields are at 70%. Hidden weapons are ready. We can strike the command ship directly if we need to. Not yet, the captain said. We wait. Patience is a weapon. Outside, the alien command ship glared, massive and glowing, its smaller vessels forming a protective wall. Its pilots exchanged nervous glances. We must finish this now. One growled. They are clever. Too clever. They are only one ship, another said, though doubt crept into his tone. But something is wrong. We must be careful. The human ship darted forward, engines flaring, weaving through beams of alien fire. Sparks and energy arcs lit the void, a dangerous ballet of speed and skill. Captain, the enemy's firepower is increasing, the weapons officer warned. They're trying to overwhelm us. Let them try, the captain said, eyes narrowing. Every wasted shot is a mistake. We'll use it. The aliens launched volleys from multiple directions. The human ship twisted sharply, engines roaring, shields absorbing heavy hits. Sparks flew across the hull, alarms blaring, but the crew stayed calm, responding with precise maneuvers. Divert power to engines and shields, the captain ordered. Weapons, prepare to strike their weak points. Wait, and fire. Hidden. Cannons emerged from the ship's hull, releasing concentrated beams of energy at key targets. Smaller alien ships exploded, their debris scattering like deadly fireworks. The command ship reeled from precise hits, systems flickering. They are attacking again, the alien lead shouted. Focus all firepower, stop them. But the humans were faster, moving unpredictably, striking again and again. Each hit was deliberate, strategic, leaving the aliens confused and off balance. They are too fast. Too clever, one pilot screamed. How can one ship do this? They are humans, another admitted, fear creeping in. Small, weak, but dangerous. Inside, the captain leaned forward, calm but commanding. Let them waste their strength. Every move they make now plays into our hands. The alien command ship fired a massive beam directly at the human vessel. The beam tore across space, shaking the small ship violently. Sparks flew inside, alarms screamed, "Brace for impact." The captain shouted. The human ship twisted sharply, engines blazing. The beam grazed the hull instead of striking directly. Shields absorbed the brunt, leaving only minor damage. "They're dodging again." The navigator exclaimed. "Good," the captain said. "Every wasted shot brings them closer to exhaustion. Focus. Stay sharp." The hidden weapons fired again, targeting engines, shields, and critical systems of the larger alien ships. Sparks and explosions lit the void, turning it into a chaotic battlefield of precision strikes and evasive maneuvers. "Captain, one of their heavy cruisers is moving toward us from the flank." The navigator warned. "Let it come." The captain replied, "We've been waiting for this. Prepare the trap." The human ship suddenly darted to one side, drawing the alien cruiser forward. Hidden energy lines fired, hitting the cruiser's weak spots. Sparks flew, panels exploded, and the massive ship slowed, engines sputtering. "They are attacking with tricks, traps." An alien pilot shouted, "We are losing control." "They are humans," the command pilot growled. "We underestimated them badly. We cannot continue like this." Inside, the captain looked at his crew. "Every strike counts. Keep focus. Don't give them a chance to recover. They are desperate now." The aliens tried to regroup, forming a tighter formation. But the humans anticipated each movement. Engines flared, weapons fired, and debris scattered across space as another alien ship exploded under precise strikes. "Captain, the armada is breaking," the navigator said, eyes wide. "They're retreating from the center." "Not yet," the captain replied calmly. "We don't stop until we're sure. Keep pressure on them. Every second counts." The human ship continued to weave, dodge, and fire. Energy beams struck ships in precise spots, crippling engines, damaging shields, forcing vessels to retreat. The alien fleet, once confident and massive, was now chaotic, confused, and fearful. "They are one ship, one small ship." An alien pilot yelled. "How can they control the battle?" "They are humans," another muttered. "Small, but clever, deadly. We cannot underestimate them again." Inside, the captain leaned back, a small smile on his face. "This is just the start. We've shown them what patience and skill can do. But the real test is still ahead." The stars reflected off the human vessel, calm but ready. Every crew member felt it, the tension, the thrill, the danger, and the certainty that the next moves would decide everything. The alien fleet, massive and confident, had underestimated the humans once again. That mistake could cost them everything. The human ship floated silently, almost small against the enormous alien fleet. The stars reflected faintly on the hull, giving it a quiet glow. Inside, the crew moved with careful precision. Every eye was on the screens, every hand ready for action. "Captain," the navigator said, voice tense, "they're forming a massive counterattack. This could be the final push. If we make a mistake now," the captain's eyes narrowed, "then we don't make a mistake. Stay focused. Patience and precision will win this fight." The weapons officer adjusted a panel. "Shields are strong, but they're firing concentrated volleys. We can't block everything if they hit together. Then we force them to make the first move," the captain replied. "Let them expose their weaknesses." Outside, the alien command ship glowed ominously, its engines humming like a predator ready to strike. Smaller vessels formed a tight circle around it. Their pilots shouted orders in a harsh language, but tension was clear in their voices. "They are one ship," one alien growled, "but they are unpredictable, dangerous. They hide something," another admitted. We underestimated them before. We cannot make the same mistake. The human ship darted forward, engines blazing, twisting through beams of alien fire. Sparks flew across the hull as some beams grazed shields, but the ship moved with precision. Almost like it danced through the void. "Captain, they're coordinating their fire now," the navigator warned. "It's a full assault from every direction." "Let them," the captain said. "Every wasted shot is their mistake. We'll use it." The aliens fired together, a powerful volley meant to crush the humans in one strike. The hull shook violently as beams hit, alarms blaring, but the human crew stayed calm. Engines flared, shields held, and precise movements allowed them to avoid direct hits. "Divert power to shields and engines," the captain commanded. "Weapons, target their command ship's weak points. Wait and fire." Hidden cannons emerged from the hull, sending concentrated beams at the alien command ship. Sparks and energy arcs lit the void. Panels exploded. Shields flickered, and smaller vessels nearby were forced to retreat. "They attack again," the lead alien shouted. "Destroy the human ship before it reaches the command." But the humans were faster, moving unpredictably, striking again. And again. Every hit was deliberate, strategic, leaving the aliens confused and off balance. "They are too fast, too clever." One pilot screamed, "How can one ship do this?" "They are humans," another admitted, fear creeping in. "Small, but deadly." Inside, the captain leaned forward. "Let them waste their power. Every move they make now plays into our hands." A sudden tremor shook the ship as a massive beam from the command ship tore past, narrowly missing the hull. Sparks flew, alarms blared, but shields absorbed most of the damage. "They're dodging again." The navigator exclaimed. "Good," the captain said calmly. "Every wasted shot brings them closer to exhaustion. Focus, stay sharp." The human ship twisted sharply, engines flaring, firing hidden weapons at critical systems. Alien ships staggered under precise strikes. Engines failed, shields flickered, and some vessels exploded. The armada was beginning to crumble. "Captain, the command ship is destabilizing," the weapons officer shouted. "Their systems are failing." "Excellent," the captain replied. "Now we finish this." The human ship darted close to the alien command vessel, weaving through remaining defenses. Hidden energy lines fired, striking the ship's core. Sparks and explosions rocked the command vessel, and alarms screamed across the alien fleet. "They are impossible," one alien pilot yelled. "How can one ship cause this much damage?" "They are humans," the lead alien muttered. "We underestimated them, badly. We cannot continue like this." Inside, the captain looked at his crew. "Stay sharp. Keep the pressure. Every strike counts. We finish this now, or we never will." The alien fleet tried to regroup, forming a tight wall to protect the command ship. But the humans anticipated every movement. Engines flared, weapons fired, and sparks flew as another alien ship exploded under precise energy strikes. "Captain, they're breaking formation," the navigator said, eyes wide. "The fleet is retreating." "Not yet," the captain said calmly. "We don't stop until we're sure. Pressure them continuously. Every second counts." The human ship twisted through the armada, firing strategically at remaining vessels. Energy beams struck engines, shields, and critical systems. Sparks flew, ships staggered, and fear spread across the alien pilots. Confidence had cracked. Chaos replaced order. "They are one ship, controlling the battle." One alien pilot shouted, "Impossible." "They are humans," another admitted, trembling. "Small, but clever and deadly. We cannot underestimate them again." Inside, the captain leaned back, a faint smile on his face. "This is the final lesson. Even one ship, well commanded and prepared, can change the tide of war." The stars reflected off the human vessel, calm but ready. Every crew member felt it, the tension, the thrill, the danger, and the certainty that their next moves would decide everything. The alien fleet, massive and confident, had underestimated humanity once again. That mistake could cost them everything. The human ship's engines flared one last time. Hidden weapons powered up fully. The command ship of the alien fleet, massive and glowing, shook violently under repeated strikes. Sparks and debris floated in the void as the aliens screamed in disbelief. "Captain, they're trying to escape," the navigator said. "Let them," the captain replied softly. "They cannot escape the consequences of their arrogance. Every mistake they made led them here." The human ship hovered, calm but powerful. The Armada's remaining vessels faltered. Systems were damaged, engines failing, shields flickering. Fear had replaced arrogance. The humans had proven their point. Cleverness, patience, and precision could defeat even overwhelming power. The captain looked at his crew. "We've shown them, but the fight isn't over. Stay vigilant. Even small mistakes can cost lives." The crew nodded, tension still high, adrenaline pumping, but pride shining in their eyes. The galaxy had just witnessed the power of one ship, and the lesson was clear: underestimate humanity at your own peril. The human ship floated in the center of the shattered alien fleet, calm but alert. Sparks from destroyed vessels drifted silently through the void. The stars reflected off the hull, quiet witnesses to the battle that had shaken the galaxy. Inside, the crew worked with tense precision, scanning the remaining ships. "Captain," the navigator said, pointing at the display, "the alien command ship is barely holding together. The rest of the fleet is retreating, but they could strike back at any moment." The captain's eyes narrowed. "Then we finish this properly. Precision, not arrogance. Every move counts." The weapons officer checked panels, frowning. "Shields are stable, but their remaining vessels are concentrated and desperate. If they fire together, then we make them hesitate," the captain interrupted. "We've learned their weaknesses. Now we exploit them." Outside, the alien command ship glowed ominously. Its engines flared erratically as it tried to maintain control. Smaller vessels hovered around it, scared and disorganized. Their pilots shouted orders, but fear replaced confidence. "They are just one ship," an alien pilot growled. "Yet they've crippled us all. How can this be?" "They are humans," another muttered, trembling. "Clever, ruthless, impossible to predict." Inside, the captain watched the alien ships carefully. "They think they can escape. Let them try. Every step they take brings them closer to their mistakes." The human ship moved with precise timing, engines flaring, twisting between the enemy vessels. Sparks flew as beams grazed the hull. Alarms rang softly, but the crew remained calm, moving like one organism. "Captain, the command ship is initiating self-repair protocols," the navigator said. "They're trying to stabilize themselves." "Let them," the captain replied. "Every second they waste repairing is a second we control the battlefield." The hidden weapons powered up silently, glowing faintly beneath the hull. "Fire when ready," the captain whispered. Outside, the human ship unleashed concentrated beams at weak points on the alien command ship. Sparks flew, engines sputtered, panels exploded. The command ship lurched violently, systems failing again and again. Smaller alien vessels panicked, some colliding with each other, others retreating in fear. "They are unstoppable," one alien shouted. "How can one ship do this?" "They are humans," another admitted, voice trembling. "We cannot predict them or defeat them by force." Inside, the captain leaned forward, calm but commanding. "We finish this. Precision, speed, and patience. One last move, and the lesson will be clear." The human ship veered toward the heart of the alien formation. Energy beams fired from hidden weapons, striking engines, shields, and command panels. Sparks and debris scattered across space. The command ship shuddered, alarms screaming, and finally it faltered. "They are." "One ship," the lead alien pilot screamed. "This is impossible. We've underestimated them." The human crew worked silently, every strike calculated. "Shields stabilizing, weapons ready," the engineer said. "Hold your positions." The captain commanded, "Wait for the final opening, then strike." The alien command ship tried a desperate maneuver, engines flaring, trying to escape. Smaller vessels swarmed protectively. But the humans were ready. The ship twisted sharply, engines blazing, hidden weapons firing in precise bursts. The command ship shuddered violently under repeated strikes. Sparks and debris drifted through the void. The alien pilots shouted, confused and terrified. Their fleet, once massive and confident, was crumbling. They are humans. One ship, controlling everything. One pilot cried, "They cannot be defeated," another admitted. "We were foolish, arrogant." "Wrong." Inside, the captain whispered, almost to himself, "This is what happens when you underestimate." Determination, strategy, and skill, one ship, one crew, can change everything. The human ship fired one final volley directly at the alien command vessel. The massive ship groaned under the impact, engines failing, shields flickering, panels exploding. The alien fleet, scattered and broken, could do nothing to stop it. "Captain, the command ship, it's disabled." The navigator shouted, "The fleet is retreating completely." "Excellent," the captain said, eyes calm but proud. "Now, we ensure the lesson is remembered." The human crew watched as the remaining alien vessels fled. Sparks and debris drifted silently through the void. Confidence had turned to fear. Chaos had replaced arrogance. The humans had proven that strategy, courage, and precision could defeat overwhelming numbers. "They are humans," the alien lead whispered to themselves, disbelief in their voice. "We underestimated them, and it cost us everything." Inside, the captain looked at his crew. "We did well," he said softly. "But the galaxy will never forget this day. They will remember. Never underestimate one ship. Never underestimate humanity." The crew smiled faintly, tension easing but adrenaline still running. They had faced impossible odds, survived, and turned the tide. Every member felt it, the thrill of victory, the relief of survival, and the quiet pride that they had changed the course of a battle that could have destroyed them. The human ship moved calmly through the aftermath. Sparks and debris drifted silently. The alien fleet was in retreat, broken and humbled. Humanity had proven its strength not by size, but by courage, intelligence, and teamwork. "Captain, the stars are clear again," the navigator said, eyes wide with awe. "Yes," the captain replied, voice quiet but firm. "And the galaxy has learned a lesson it will not forget. One ship can make a difference." Outside, the stars reflected on the human vessel, calm but shining brightly. The crew shared a silent glance, knowing they had done something extraordinary. They had faced the impossible, defeated it, and survived. The alien armada was gone, retreating to distant space, shaken to its core. Humanity's lone ship had proven that cleverness, courage, and patience could overcome even overwhelming power. "Course plotted for home," the captain said. "Let's return and prepare. The galaxy will remember this victory. And so will we." The ship glided forward, quiet, small, yet mighty in its presence. Every crew member felt it, the calm after the storm, the thrill of survival, and the certainty that they had changed the course of history. One ship had faced the galaxy, and one